Hey y'all, welcome back to Frogfoot Holler. It's early morning here, about 7:30 in the morning. Got a nice heavy frost, and I'm gonna take you on a couple of chores with me. Let's see what the chickens are up to right now. Y'all ready? Huh? Y'all ready to come out? Y'all hungry? Huh? Y'all hungry? Yep, they ready to come out. AC, AF, hey, K. Y'all looking for something, ain't you? Y'all looking for something, ain't you? Y'all looking for this? Huh? Y'all looking for this? Well, gee whiz, don't I feel special. Brought you breakfast and all. Let's see if you got your egg. Uh-oh, we got an egg this morning. Nice big egg. Yay. That's it. Large egg. That one's from K. The red one lays smaller brown eggs. And the black and white one, which is F, she's actually Easter egger. She lays green eggs. You know, kind of like Sam I Am or the Cat in the Hat. Which one was that? Either which way. I like green eggs and ham. There's my strawberries. They're doing pretty good. I've been battling daggum dollar weed in there. Dollar weed grows when the soil's really wet, and it just takes over everything. And I have been doing my best to get it out of the strawberries, but it seems to find its holes. In fact, there's one right. Nope, that ain't one. I thought that was. But it seems to take over really good. The strawberries, though, they're doing everything they can to take over that area. Those were 6 little itty-bitty plants last year. Strawberries takes about 2 years to start getting anything worthwhile off of them. But we're gonna go do a couple other chores, and I am going to check on the garden and see if the dogs have eaten or dug up any of my garden from last night when we put that bone meal on yesterday. All right, Frogfoot Holler fans, we're at the garden. It looks like the dogs didn't touch the garden. Of course, looks can be deceiving. As you can see, like I said, we had a heavy frost last night, and these collards and the other vegetables look like they're wilting, but they're actually not. That's a way they naturally look when they get a heavy frost like that in the mornings. By this afternoon, they'll be nice and perky and acting like nothing happened last night. Yay, yay, yay. All right, guys, guess what? When I was about to start carving, I got a phone call. And the phone call was from my steel dealership. They have my saw. I get a new chainsaw today. New chainsaw, new chainsaw, new chainsaw. All right, so this ain't just a ordinary chainsaw. This is a chainsaw that has been modified for wood carving. Yes, I work with big carving tools, but it allows me to work on big logs. But I'm on the way right now to go get my chainsaw. Christmas has come early for me. All right, guys. Christmas came early for me. I mean, this is like the best Christmas gift anybody could get me, even if I got it myself. I'm kind of what I call a tool hound. I love tools. And I've been doing my wood carving with basic chainsaws, meaning go and get a regular log cutting, firewood cutting chainsaw and make wood carvings. Now, I've done a lot of the more fine detail work with Dremel, chisels, pretty much anything I could possibly get a hold of. But I finally got a chainsaw specifically for wood carving. I got my MS 170 steel. This thing is awesome. Yes, I know it's a homeowner's version of a chainsaw, but it's lightweight. Now, you're saying, well, that's still a big bar on there. Not quite. See, I had to order special parts to it. Not only a special bar, but a special sprocket which drives the chain. And it's small. This thing is minute. My hand is almost as big as it is. But this thing will allow better curves, more fine details, and I'll be able to gauge how far I'm going into the wood because of these markers. But I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of the chainsaw that you'll probably see me use quite a bit. So, here is one that I'm working on right now. This is a paw print that I am making for somebody as a gift. I think it's turning out right nicely. You see the blue tape on there. I'm actually clear coating the top of it while leaving the sides and bottom as regular wood without putting a sealant on it because it's out of cedar wood. And I want them to be able to have the smell of the cedar wood. But this is all hand carved. It's not totally done yet. I got several more applications of the sealant before it's done, but it's actually drying out right now from the first application. I just wanted to show you what I was working on. All right, so we're out at the garden, and as I told you earlier today, when the frost was really heavy on the ground and the leaves were drooping over, that they would perk back up once the sun come out. Well, take a look. Everything's perked back up. Looks really good. Now, I have a bunch of weeds in my garden, and that is a really loud truck. Ten, 9, 8, 7. So we're out here at the, what is this place called? Garden. There we go, garden. Good gosh almighty. 10, 9, 8. So we're out here at the garden, and as I told you earlier this morning, well, I videotaped it this morning, but it's afternoon now. So earlier this morning for me, with all the frost on the ground, the leaves are drooping down on all the vegetables, but you see how they've perked back up as the sun's hit them? They're looking really good. Now, I also told you I was going to have to do some weeding, and I had a special hoe for that. This boy right here, I call him Mr. Smiley. Now, your normal flat hoes, they're just rectangle or square like this. This thing can get real close to plants, but like I said, you have to be real careful because it can chop the plant down. It actually has a filed edge on the side, so I can actually get under here and just barely scrape the top of the soil and get the grass and get the weeds. So while you sit here and watch that, I'm gonna get Froggy and jump on this at Superman speed. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed super speed. Now it's time to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to show you the difference between this hoe and what you would have to do with a regular hoe. Now, with this hoe right here, all you have to do is take off the first little layer of dirt. And this thing cuts the roots and disturbs the ground enough to where the weeds have a harder time growing back. And you see I'm not moving a whole lot of dirt. And once I actually do that, I can push it back and go like this. Push back. Now with weeds, all you're really wanting to do is chop off the heads of them. You don't really need to get down and get under the ground too much. Just enough to chop off the heads. Piss off the roots enough, they quit growing. Or, well, if you piss off the weeds enough, they quit growing. But here's the thing, with a regular hoe, you would, instead of being able to just nice and smoothly take off the top layer like that, you actually had to get down and chop. And that disturbs the ground too much. It works you. It does destroy the roots, and it does work, but it's a lot harder. It takes more time. Because when you're sitting there and just chopping the ground, and the time it takes you to do this little bit right here, I could be done just about with the rest of the garden. So, enjoy. And before you realize, you're done. Now, I'm Michael. This is Mr. Smiley. Y'all have a good day.